Hello everyone, welcome to Data Engineering Studies. In today's video, we are going to talk about DBT tests, what they are, why they matter, and how you use them to catch data quality issues automatically in your pipeline. If you are using data models with DBT, DBT tests are something you absolutely need to know. So let's get started. What exactly is DBT test? DBT tests are simply an assertion to your data, and that assertions are executed in SQL query behind the scenes. If the SQL query returns any row, that means there is a data quality issue in your model. Now, how does it actually work? There are three simple steps. First, you define your test in a file called schema.yaml, which resides right next to your models. Second, DBT automatically compiles each test definition into a SQL statement. You don't write the SQL yourself. Third, you run dbt test command. If any rows come back from that SQL, the test fails. Simple and powerful. The key features are zero boilerplate, that is, no separate test script, everything lives in your project. Second, auto-compiled SQL. DBT generates the SQL from your YAML. You just declare it. Third, CI/CD ready. You can plug in DBT test into any pipeline, just like GitHub Action or Azure DevOps. If the test fails, your pipeline stops. Bad data never reaches production. The next key feature is at security levels. You can mark a test as warn instead of error if you want a warning without breaking the pipeline. Next is extensibility. You can add packages like DBT extensions to get dozens of additional test types out of the box. Now let's talk about the two different types of DBT test. The first type is generic test and the second type is singular test. Generic tests are reusable. You define them once as a macro or in a package and you can apply them to any model, any column across your entire project. There are four built-in tests. They are not null, unique, accepted values, and relationships. We will talk more about this in the upcoming slides. Next, we have package test, DBT utils, and DBT extensions. This gives things like expression is true, recency checks, non-empty string, and many more. You just install the package and start using them. Next, we have custom generic. You write your own test logic as macros inside macro folder. Once you write, it is reusable just like built-in test. The second type of DBT test is singular test. Singular tests are one of SQL files that you place inside test folder in your project. Each file is just a plain SQL select and no YAML needed. And look at the example here. If you simply select all order IDs, it simply selects all order ID values where the total revenue is less than 0. If this query returns any row, that means there are order with negative revenues and the test fails. Clean and straightforward. So when you should use singular test? Use them when your validation logic is complex, something the generic test can't express easily, or when it is one-time check specific to singular model that doesn't need to be reused anywhere. Let's talk about the four built-in tests that DBT gives you by default. The first one is not null. This is the most commonly used test. This checks if the column has null values. For example, if your order ID column should always have value, you add hyphen not null in schema.yaml. Second built-in test is unique. This checks every value in the column is distinct and no duplicates are present. This is great for primary keys. If your customer ID has duplicates, this test will catch immediately. The third built-in test is accepted values. This checks that column only contains values from the defined list. For example, if your status column should only be active, inactive, or pending, you define those values in YAML and any other value will fail the test. Fourth, relationships. This is your referential integrity check. Just like foreign key checks in SQL, it verifies that every value in one column exists in another model's column. So if you have customer ID in orders table, this makes sure that every ID exists in customer dimension table. And the best part is you don't have to write any single line of SQL. It is all YAML. Now let's see the practical implementation of the DBT test. Let's see the practicals of DBT test. For this demo, I have created a database. My database is DemoDB. Inside the database, I have created a schema dbt underscore demo. Inside that, I'm going to create a table customer details which has 4 columns: customer ID, customer name, email and country. Let me create the table. The table is successfully created. I'm going to insert 3 customers: John, Mary and Sam. I'm going to insert one more row for John to make it duplicate, and I have John again with the same email address and country. For Sam, I have kept the email address as null. Let me insert all 4 records. All 4 records got inserted. Let me see if the table got created. Let me select the 4 records. Here are the 4 records. Now let me go to Visual Studio Code and go to the DBT project. I have already created a DBT project. As a first step, I am going to create a model. For creating the model, I am going to Models folder and I am going to create a new model. I am going to name my model as Customer Details Demo. Inside this model, I am going to select all the 4 columns. This is my simple model. Now let me save the file and create my model. In order to create the model, I am going to run dbt run. We see that the model is successfully created. Next, I am going to create schema.yaml file and I am going to have all the dbt tests there. Let me create schema.yaml. Inside models folder, I am going to create schema.yaml. Inside schema.yaml, I am referencing the model that we created and I am selecting the columns customer ID and email, and I am doing unique and not null test in customer ID column and unique and not null ID test and the email column. I am doing 4 tests here, 2 for customer ID and 2 for email. Next, I am also going to do singular test. In order to do that, I am going to create a folder in my project directory. I am going to create the folder as test. Inside test folder, I am going to create a file invalid country. In invalid country, I am going to do a singular test. I am referencing the model that we created and I am adding a where condition country not in US or UK. So if the country is other than US or UK, this test will fail. Let me save this. In order to do the test, I am going to run dbt test. Out of all the 5 tests, 2 tests got failed. We have one record with email not null. For John, we have email not null. Sorry, for Sam, we have email as null. And for John, we have duplicate records. So 2 test case failed. Now let me fix the data. I am going to add an email for Sam. And I am going to delete the duplicate record for John. Now let me query the table. We see that the data is clean and we don't have any duplicates, and we have unique email ID for all the columns. Now let me run the test again. We see that all the test cases passed. In order to test the singular test, I am going to add another row with a country other than US or UK. Let me go to Snowflake. I am going to insert a new record with the customer ID 10. The customer name is Raghu with the email and the country is India. Let me insert this record. Now let me select the table again. We have 4 records now. For the last record, the country is India. Now let me run the test. We see that the invalid country test failed. Now let me go to Snowflake and update the country. For customer ID 10, I am going to update the country as US. Now let me select the table. We see that for Raghu, the country is US. Now let's run our test. We see that all the tests passed. Using DBT, we are able to implement the data quality checks directly inside the transformation layer. We used built-in tests like unique and not null to validate automatically the schema level constraints. And we also created singular test to enforce customer business rules using SQL. This is a power of DBT test in action. I hope you like this video and I'm sure that you learned something new today. If you do like this video, please consider to subscribe and I will see you in yet another interesting DBT video. Thank you.